From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for July 6, 2017. Today we're going to be taking a look at the USDCAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. For today's trade analysis, we're starting here on the daily time frame. If you look back in time, along the lower blue shaded area, just above the bottom of the chart, you look back along 1.2960, 2990, right here where the red circle is, was support. Bottom of the blue trend line, red circle, that was support. So that caused the market to turn around and go back up. You go back a little bit further, back where the big black circle is on the left, and you note that as the market was underneath the blue shaded area, it had this tendency to float down to the orange shaded area at the bottom of the chart into 2860, 2840 is that orange shaded area. So we know that under the blue zone, there's this tendency to go down to the orange zone. Above the blue zone, there was this tendency for support and for the market to go back up. So the blue shaded area, again, 129.60, 90, becomes our decision zone. If it's underneath it, potential sells. If it's above it, potential buys. Well, currently, we're underneath it. And of course, clearly, the trend right now is bearish. And I could extend this red trend line out a little bit like this. And again, you can clearly see that the current trend has been bearish. Let's go ahead and zoom it in a little bit now here on the daily. Let's go ahead and zoom it in a little bit more even. So now you can see this pattern within the trend where it goes into congestion, a breakout, congestion, breakout. We haven't seen that similar congestion yet, but it has been hesitating right around the blue shaded area, as you might expect, as we've seen back in history. So as long as it's underneath that blue zone, we have this potential tendency for it to go short in the direction of the trend. We also have one other clue here on the chart, and I'll zoom out one more time so you can see the Forex Black Book trend bar. Forex Black Book trend bar is red, so that again gives us some tendency to expect this to pressure lower. Forex Black Book is a momentum indicator showing us bearish pressure. We're underneath the last support over here where the red circle is. So all that gives us a tendency to want to go short in the direction of the trend. Now I often say it's difficult to sell something at the lowest low. We're at the bottom of the trend, and it's difficult to sell something at the lowest low. And really the only reason you would sell something is, number one, it goes back to a higher price, buy low, sell high, or it breaks that barrier, that blue shaded area being the barrier, the brick wall in the market. It breaks that barrier, and then the expectancy becomes it's going to accelerate to the next barrier, which of course we already know by looking back in time is the orange zone down into the 1.2860. So as long as it's underneath the blue zone, we're looking for the market to continue to float down to the orange zone. Now, we did get ADP non-farm just a moment ago at 8:15 Eastern U.S. time. Came out a little bit poor for the U.S., lower number than what was expected. We do have some Canadian data in just a short while as well. And tomorrow, of course, Canadian employment data non-farm out of the U.S. as well. So this could all change in the next day or so, but at least as it stands right now, we're under the blue zone, we're under the last support, we're in the direction of the trend. Forex Black Book is red. We're predominantly looking for an opportunity to go short here. And of course, we've also seen oil on the rise in the past couple of days. We all know that inversely correlated, if oil's going up, the USCAD tends to go down. Let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. See what that looks like here for this currency pair. And also, you can see here on the 4-hour, we are clearly underneath that blue shaded area and have been for the past day or so. So for right now, it's my tendency to want to go short here on the USCAD. Everything is pointing in that direction. So what I'm looking for is for the market to bump its head into that blue shaded area one more time. 1.2960 is the bottom of the blue zone. So if it can do that, come right back up towards the blue zone, touch it one more time towards the 60 level. 129.55 might be good enough. We'll look to go short and target all the way back down here towards the 128.65, 70 level, and look to capture some profit as it continues to move in the direction of the trend for the USDCAD.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.